Welcome back, family. Guys, I tried to get on a different bike today, but I didn't get the calipers done for the Shadow yet. I have verified that, yep, it's definitely the caliper was locked up on the left side. So I had to think, what other bikes do I have to run? And I've got a 3rd gen Magna that doesn't seem to be charging quite right. I did get a brand new battery. I'm going to throw it in, see if it makes a difference. But I think that's going to need a stator just because, I don't know. Stator tests fine, but for now, I'm going to throw the battery in it and see if it works. But I didn't have time for that. So, I have the 83 Sabre. 83 Sabre 750. I was going to jump on that. And I threw a battery, unknown charge, unknown quality, unknown life expectancy. And I threw a battery pack on it, started the thing right up, and she was prime. Got her warmed up until she started to overheat. Well, she didn't overheat, but I shut her down before she was going to overheat. Everything sounded great. I was going to run that. I checked all the lights, signals, tire pressures. I shut it down. I said, well, if it starts again, I'm good to go. Wouldn't start again with its own battery, so that bike might need a new battery. And it's hard. I grabbed a couple other batteries, but the red is on the right, so most of my bikes have the positive on the left. So I went and grabbed a different battery in here. Wasn't thinking about it. Oh, that battery worked. Nope. The red's on the right, and the red's on the left. And I was gonna try and make the wires reach, but I said, you know what? Let's get on the tried and true Sabre that I had out last weekend. So we're back on the 84, the beast. I call her Tank because she's wrecked twice and drove away just fine. But all that to say, I wasn't willing. Now I have my jump start pack in my backpack. Cal's checking me out, man. What's up, Cal? What's up, buddy? So I do have my jump starter in my backpack, but I'm going about a half an hour away. And if I can't get that bike started, then I'm stranded. So I wasn't willing to take the risk. And it got me thinking about how every moment of every day we're doing risk analysis in our heads. And I wasn't willing to take the risk that that bike wasn't going to get me home again or start. It was running fine. I wasn't really worried about it, but I put a battery tester on that battery and it said replace, that it wasn't any good. So rather than throw that battery, run it, maybe get stranded along the road, the alternator was charging fine. So as long as the battery wasn't completely dead, we probably could have kept it running, but it's not worth the risk. So this bike has a battery that you have to charge every once in a while if it hasn't been ridden like for a month or two. If you don't start it, it has one of those pirate batteries. And I'll tell you what, I've never had to say anything bad about the pirate battery. So I went ahead and bought 2 more for other bikes because I just think they're pretty solid batteries. I talked to another motorcycle shop and they said, yeah, anytime someone brings one of those in with one of those batteries, they could be years old and they're still charging and they're still running. So I don't know, until I'm disappointed with them, I'm gonna keep buying them. There's some other batteries that aren't that old that I have that really don't seem to work, and so we'll stick with the ones that work. But yeah, for sure, like every time you twist that throttle, every time you take a turn, risk analysis. You don't know what's above on this next hill, and if you peg it to try and jump it, you might be in for a surprise. The wind today is a little bit risky, and it's way chillier than I thought on the bike. I had a hoodie under my jacket, and I took it off because I thought I'll be warm enough, and I'm actually not. I'm pretty chilly, so I'll have to put that on when I get to my destination. But when you're riding in the wind, especially on a lighter bike, this one's not affected all that much. It is to an extent. So I will typically go and ride on the side of the road that the wind is pushing from. So like it's pushing from the right, I'll ride on this side, because if you get caught with some wind, it might push you a little bit to the left, and you don't want to end up in the other side of the road. Just thoughts I'm having today, and oh, it's cold. I'll be fine. I'm sure you guys have thought about all these things, but it's good as a new season starts to be reminded of some of these things. If you're watching my channel, I'm sure you probably, we all take risks. We all go outside. We all leave our homes, most of us. And if you're watching my channel, you probably drive a car, for sure. So right there, you're taking risks, and you got to be on every other driver. You got to be watching everybody. I got rear-ended last fall, and I've noticed I'm more vigilant watching other people and just expecting the unexpected, especially while I'm on a motorcycle, because if they're going to hit a van, they're not going to see a motorcycle. And if any of you have had any friends go down, you know what I'm talking about. You start to really not question what you do, but it's easier to be more concerned about all the things that you're doing out here on the road. $35. I'm in 5th gear, so I'm probably doing 35. Another risk analysis is when you don't have a speedometer on your motorcycle. Yepper. I don't know if you guys saw that cop back there turning around. And keep a fond eye on my rear view at this moment. Kind of take it a little bit easier. I prefer not to get pulled over today. So anyway, we're out in the 84 Sabre. You saw this in the last ride video. And a very reliable full power bike. I won't go over it because I've talked about how much I like it and how much it's great in every video that I ride it. But being that we did some maintenance on it, I'm pretty happy with where we stand now. We had some big storms come through yesterday, so you even have to watch the road for debris. And it got a lot chillier. Oh. A lot cooler out with all these clouds rolling in. It was pretty sunny and bright this morning, and I was like, I gotta be on a bike. Yeah, anything else I want to say about this? Get rid of these stupid hand grips that leave crap on your hands. They're not fun. I need hand grips on a lot of my bikes, so if any of you guys have any recommendations on the grips that you like, throw them in the comments, because I'm going to be looking for some for a bunch of Hondas. I think most of these are, what, 3/4 inch bars. I don't think we're going to get to take off here since we're right behind the Subaru. There's the wind. A lot of people may not know what this bike is on the road, and I gotta get riding with some other guys and see what it compares to their bikes. It'd be fun to go out and pal around with a few other riders, see how it compares to a KTM and a Harley. Alright guys, well, it's a beautiful ride today. Like I said, I'm cold. I have my sweatshirt in my backpack, so should put that on, but I'll do that when I get to my destination, and everything will be good, everything will be happy, everything will be handy, and I will see you guys